Io, at this point a heifer, is wandering around depressed. She catches sight of Prometheus, bound to the rocky peak on Caucasus. At this, Io cries.
Is this that I see a form storm-beaten, bound to the rock? Is this your punishment? What wrong have you done? Where am I? Please speak to me, a wretched wanderer who has found no place to leave my misery. I am in fact a girl who speaks to you, but alas, a girl with horns on my head.
I know you, Inachus's daughter. You are Io. You made the gods' heart burn with love, and Hera loathes you for it. It is she who drives you on this flight that has no end.
Io, startled that this person knows her name, responds.
Who are you, sufferer, that speaks the truth to one who suffers?
Behold, for you see I, Prometheus, who gave the mortals fire.
Io now recognizes him and his story, and answers.
You, he who succored the whole race of man, that Prometheus, the daring and the enduring?
Each talked freely and openly to one another. Prometheus told of how Zeus had treated him, and Io responds with the story of her past, of how she was at one point a princess that had been changed into a starving and clumsy beast. Zeus's wife Hera was the direct cause of Io's fate, but the story goes back to Zeus himself. He fell in love with her.
Oh, happy, happy girl, why are you all too long a maid? Cupid's arrow of desire has pierced Zeus. For you he is on fire. With you it is his will to capture love.
Zeus clouded the world in a fog so thick that it was impossible to see the mortal world from Olympus. Hera knew that her husband must have been behind this strange occurrence, so she traveled down to earth to find Zeus.
Away, my dearest Zeus hath gone, and through all Olympus high he cannot be found. Surely he must be among the mortals. My husband, I have searched long and far for you, but why do I find you among mortals? What is this thing next to you?
Oh, this old heifer? This is my first time seeing it.
Really? Well, it is very pretty. I would be delighted to have it as a present.
Hera gave heifer Io to Argus. Argus had 100 eyes, and he was a great watchman who could sleep with some of his eyes, yet watch the world with the rest. Because of this, nothing could get past Argus. Almost nothing, at least.
Io has been turned to a beast by my own hand. Her misery has ravaged my heart, and she has been driven from her home. Hera has left her in the hands of Argus to watch her, so it will be near impossible for I to draw near. I know. I shall fetch my son Hermes. Hermes!
What is it, thine father?
I call you to ask of you a favor. I need for you to kill Argus, the 100-eyed one. His recent actions have troubled me, but be weary, my son, for his eyes never stop watching.
I shall find a way to slay the man, quickly and quietly, without notice.
There was no god cleverer than Hermes. As soon as he sprung to earth from heaven, he laid aside everything and took the appearance of a man. He approached Argus like a country fellow, playing sweetly upon his reeds. Argus was pleased to the sound and called him. You might as well sit by me on this rock. You see it's shady, just right for the shepherds. Nothing could have gone better for Hermes' plan. He played on his reeds more and told stories until Argus finally grew drowsy. His eyes slept, yet others stayed awake, and as Zeus had foretold. However, one song proved successful.
The little story does not seem especially tiresome, as such other stories go, but Argus found it so. Hermes then killed him at once, but Hera then took the eyes and put them on the tails of the peacock, Hera's favorite bird. And there it seemed that Io was free, but no, Hera was quick to turn on her.
Zeus drives me along this treacherous sea strand, that I may not stop for food or drink. Zeus will not let me sleep.
I'm sorry, but in the future things will be better. I know that.
And indeed, he was right. What lay immediately before her would be more wandering in fearsome lands, but eventually she would reach the Nile, and there Zeus would turn her back into her human form, and she would even bear a son named Epaphus, and live happily. Io's descendant would be Hercules, one of the greatest heroes of all time, and it would be he who would free Prometheus. and the land that Io first traveled would be named Ionia after her.